Well, hello, my students. This is part 2 of the final exam review. Don't forget, I do plan to make some small videos, short videos, over Memorial Day weekend. So you might want to look at those over the weekend, so that way learn a little bit every time. But this is the elimination method. You're still solving 2 equations, 2 unknowns. So you're trying to find out what is going on for x and y that would cause this to be true. Now the elimination method says this. We're going to multiply everything by number. So you might multiply this by one number, this by another number, so that when you add the equations, the variable drops out. Now if you already know how to do this, stop the video and do it. But if you don't, continue on. So what would I multiply 2 by? What would I multiply 3 by? So they would be opposite numbers, so that when I add it, it would be 0. Well, -3 would be times 2 is -6. 2 times 3 is 6. If you add it, you get 0. The x's are gone. Or you could just multiply this by 5. This would be 5y minus 5y. Added, it's gone. And that's what I'm going to do. Now, I like to draw little arrows. So put a little 5 here, and then here I'm not going to multiply by anything, or multiply by 1 is the same thing. So now always double check your work. It seems like stupid mistakes is what happens here. So, okay, and then, So add it up, this would be 13x. This drops out, and this would be 26. So now you have one variable, just get it by itself with the 1 in front of it, divide both sides by 13x equals 2. Now be very careful. Most people stop here, but you should not stop here. You need to put the 2 back in for one of the x's to see what y is. I'm going to do it into the first equation. So 2 times 2 is 4. Subtract 4 from both sides. And hey, our answer is 2, 1. Let's check it. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 2 times 3 is 6, minus 5 is 1. Yay. Okay, here we go. Now, good. So this one, what would I multiply this by, so I have opposites? Well, I could do -3 and +5. This one I could do -5 and then 4. Nothing in common, so it doesn't make it any easier. So I'm going to multiply this by, I'm going to get rid of the x's this time, I think. So I'm going to multiply this by -3, multiply this by 5. So this coefficient would be -15. This coefficient would be 15. So I'd have -15x minus 12y equals -27. This one would be 15x plus 25y equals 40. Now I add, this drops out. That's the key. One of the variables has to drop out or we have problems. Now this one would be 13y equals 13. Divide by 13y equals 1. Okay, put 1 back in, so we got 5x plus 4 times 1 is 4 equals 9. Subtract 4, 5x equals 5, so x equals 1. So it's 1, 1, the sleeping owl. See, if you got imagination, sleeping owl. Ha ha ha. Okay, sorry. Here we go. Do this one on your own. Go ahead. Turn the video off, of course. Now turn it back on. I'm talking. So here we go. So if I want to get opposite for y's, we just sort of did that on the previous problem. This would be -3, this would be 5. Or I could do this by 2. That would be 12. This by negative 3. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get rid of the x's. So this would be 12x plus 10y equals 16. This would be negative 12x minus 9y equals negative 15. So y equals 1. So, okay, put that back in here. So it'd be 4x plus 3 times 1 equals 5. Subtract 3. 4x equals 2. Divide by 4. Reduce it, x equals a half. Oh no, a fraction, it must be wrong. Nope, that's not true. It's okay to have fractions as answers. So it's 1/2, 1. Let's check it. 1/2 of 6 is 3, plus 5 is 8. 1/2 of 4 is 2, plus 3 is 5. So this is the elimination method. Now, there's only one substitution, one elimination, but I'm showing you this because this is the stuff that people tend to get wrong. Now, I'm next going to move into polynomials and laws of exponent. There's a whole slew of those. And like I said, you might want to check over Memorial Day weekend. I'm not going to give you like 50 of them, but I plan to do like a couple a day, maybe 1 or 2 a day. But anyways, hey, have a great life. Be nice to animals, except squirrels. And hug your mom tonight. You'll feel better. And your dad, too. Don't forget Dad. I'll see you. Bye.